Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG. This one's located on the westbourne of Berlin under the command of Angelina75. Game started. Well, it's the second time I've had to start this game because the first time the sound was out again. Yep, still got a major problem there. It's only with the replays though. Anyway, the GW Panther, an Arty that was never built except as a model and was shown to Hitler, but they were too desperate to get hold of Hummels rather than the GW because they needed the GW hulls for the tanks instead. Well, looks like Angelina's going to find a position nearby the her own cap rather, and shoot at the enemy from here. It's quite a good position, this one. We found it a long while back. It's actually quite good because you can shoot at the enemy tanks that are confronting each other in the centre. Now, as you may know, Angelina and Talon are in a contest at the moment, and that contest is to get the best result out of the game for each week, and then whoever gets the best result, they get the lie-in at the weekend. Now, Talon's already had a second-class tanker and a Confederate in his 212A, so Angelina's trying to get a better result than he can in the GW. She can't get a shot on that KV-1S at the moment, but if he moves a little bit over, she can. Rounds out. Direct hit! 145 hit points, that's a very good shot, but then Talon also had a very good first shot in his 212A because he actually managed to flip around over the top of the trail, the pass that goes up to the carrier on Glacier. She's firing a blind shot in there, and she got a direct hit. I believe it was an IS-6. This is a Tier 8 game with Tier 8 tanks in it. It was either an IS-6 or it was a Defender. I'm looking down the tank list at the moment to see which one it was. I think it was an IS-6B. That shell missed. There is an IS-6B on the enemy team, and there's no other commensurate tank that it might be other than that, because we saw the KV-1S. Angelina's lined up a shot in this new VK2801-105. Direct hit wipes him out! I'm sure he was on his way over to assassinate Angelina, but she didn't give him a chance because, yep, she wiped him out before he could do any damage. Nice shot. She lined just enough lead on the target so that the moment you fire, the shell hits the target as it's moving towards you. Another direct hit, this time is on the IS-6B, it's the same one she's hit before, and she stunned him, which means obviously she gets a chance to get some stun assist. Her team's doing well as well. There are two tanks up on the enemy at the moment. And that IS-6B, well, he's about to get hit again because Angelina's about to lob another one in there. She changes her mind about going after the Patriot, and instead she wipes out the IS-6B for another kill. So yes, it's definitely looking better than Talon's game. I think he's going to be in for a rough one here. Our Type 59 Gold goes in to try and kill the Su-101. Angelina might actually damage the Type 59 if she fires over there. Oh, got a reticule bloom. She needs to fire when the Type 59's moved enough away. And she does get a critical hit, but she doesn't get the kill. That KV-1S is a nice shot. If she can get that one on that guy, it's very difficult though. If she can put a round through that gap, she might be able to touch the KV-1S, but he's already gone, so he's out the game. The team are now 4 tanks up on the enemy. Angelina furiously hunting for a new target. She tries to loop a shell through the hatches on the bunker. Let's say the loopholes rather than the hatches, but it's because it's not really a hatch, is it? It's more the bunker ports. She's moved a bit further forward as well because she wants to get an accurate shot through that gap. Okay, we're looking at the bunkers still. The Progetto's still in there. She fires around it and she gets it through the ports again. I don't think she stunned him though. That SU-100 is in trouble because he's being followed by a T-32 and he's 2 tiers higher than her, so, or than the SU-100. Angelina's fires around it. Oh! And the SU-100 got blown to smithereens by the T-32. So it's now 4 tanks up on the enemy. There is that Progetto in the centre. There's a Super Hellcat nearby. But Angelina's eyeing him up for another shot. Or an early shot. T-78 hiding the other side of the enemy cap. And a Crusader SP who doesn't appear to have taken notice. He was probably in the aim and tunnel vision. And that's why he just didn't realise that Cromwell B was coming down on him. That round, direct hit and a penetration on the T-78. The alpha of this gun is 600, so to get a shot like 516 is a low roll penetration shot. And the T-78's been wiped out. So yet another kill. Well, is there another kill? No, it's the second kill. She's got 2 kills, but she did get a nice penetrator, which means she contributed to the death of that T-78. Okay, changing position to get a better arc. You see, Angelina's picked that up. She actually knows that sometimes you just have to change your position. Just get a better arc on the enemy to get better shots on them. Now that Hellcat was dangerously close. Oh, she stunned her own teammate. And that means she won't be getting a high caliber even if she does get the highest damage in the game because she damaged her own teammate in the process. But at least she's likely to do nicely in this game because she has clocked a huge amount of damage, 1,363, and the game's not over yet. There's still 2 enemies out there, a Hellcat and a Rudy. And it's the Russian Rudy, the Soviet Rudy, I should say. There's the Hellcat. She's got a good angle on him. She can put a round in there. He's stationary. Rounds out. Yes! That was a good one. Excellent. He was totally stationary. I don't know if he was AFK or not, but there goes the other Rudy. And he's out the game, which means it's game over and a victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a victory for Angelina75 in the GW Panther. She got a first class tanker in this one, which means I think she's higher than Talon 1958 because he only got a second class and a Confederate in his game, but Angelina's got a first class, so she's one up on him at the moment. She also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 11 in this one, and she got a higher win rate number. I think it may have been a higher win rate, 2,087. I think Talon might have been closer to that, but we'll have to wait and see if anybody can come up with a better result. But it's still very good because it's definitely a first class compared to Talon's second class. So I think that makes Angelina in the lead again. So let's have a look at team score. Well, it wasn't the highest damage in the game, but it was still a good one because the highest damage in that one was that Type 59G, the Chinese premium medium tank, which was made of gold. Well, not really, but anyway, Wargaming have made it of gold. 3,320 hit points went to him. The next high scorer being the Rudy on the enemy team, the Soviet Rudy, which got 2,291, and then came the Patriot, which got 2,223. We can see that Angelina got third highest damage on her game, but there was an enemy tank, or 2 enemy tanks, that were above her on damage. So in position, she would actually be 8th in the game. Was it 8th? No, she was actually not 8th because there's only 3 on the enemy team above her, and she was 3rd overall, so she's 6th. I got that wrong. So 6th on damage. When it came to kills though, she was actually top because she got 3 kills in the game, and the Type 59, the Challenger, the T-32 and the Cromwell B only got 2 kills each, and only 2 tanks on the enemy team managed to get 2 kills. That was the Rudy and the Patriot, and only 2 other tanks on their entire team also got a kill. So pretty poor performance by the enemy team, pretty good performance by Angelina. When it came to kills, or to XP rather, she's actually in 2nd place because the Type 59G managed to get the top spot, mainly down to the high damage. 1,039 went to him, 917 went to Angelina, and 766 went to the Challenger. She fired 13 rounds, got 6 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration. I'm sure that was the T-78 hit, because it definitely seemed, yes, it is the penetration. 516 hit points from that penetrating shot. It does have very thin armor, the T-78. It's a good target for an Arty player. 11 splash on the enemy as well, 1,473 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 3, did 888 hit points of stun assist off 6 stuns. On a premium count, she earned 34,382 credits, got 105,000 for completing a mission and events, and 139,382 for the battle, minus the ammunition. She took away 124,822 credits altogether. 1,375 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,751 experience points altogether. The one thing I liked about that game was that hit on the VK2801. It was a kill shot, but she got him as he was charging towards her at high speed. And I'm pretty sure that he knew that that's where she was, and they could see the tracer. And so it was a fabulous shot to take that guy out the way she did. Completely dominated him. And then that other shot, the long range shot on the Hellcat, one of the other kills, where he was completely stationary. She fully dialed in, no problem touching him. And also to do so well on some of the other tanks she hit, like the IS-6B. She did get the kill shot off him and 539 hit points. And of course that T-78, she may not have killed him, but she certainly made him know that she was there, because he suffered a massive loss of hit points the moment that shell smacked into him and went straight through his armor. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. We've got more coming up. In fact, I've got a whole bundle of them. And in fact, actually, I did have to say to one player, although I won't mention his name, that I had so many replays sent in all at once. It can slow down the number of videos I can put out if I have too many to do. So if you can, please be selective over what you send me, so it's the very best, so that it doesn't delay other people as well getting their replays, because otherwise they have to wait for an awful long time. But anyway, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And of course, do let other people know that our channel exists, because we don't appear to be getting very many views at the moment. And well, that's a bit sad, because we do put a lot of effort into getting these videos out, but for some reason they're just not getting watched. And I have to think that maybe the reason is that either people don't like them, or they don't know they exist. And well, other content creators didn't know we existed, so it may be the latter. Thanks for watching.